out here for a short time, out in the garden. It's nice and sunny. Had to let the girls run around, the bigger girls anyway. The other two are indoors. It's a little chilly out here. It's only like 50 degrees. It was like 45 degrees this morning, so the new chickies stayed inside because it was just too cold. I hope you all are doing well. I am just out in the garden. Let's see. So I'm gonna move around. There's a whole lot going on out here in the garden right now after the rain. So we had a few days of rain, and after the few days of rain, it was a lot of things that started coming up. So it's a lot going on out here. So my wildflowers. Hey, G Mama, what is going on? How are you? Thank you for being here. I'm just out here in the garden for a short time. And to walk around. Yep, just to chat. Just to chat. So I will move around. I have this big tripod. So this one is so hard to move around, but everything is looking pretty good after the rain. Um, my wildflowers are coming up really good. So the wildflowers are down here. I had just threw some seeds down there on the ground, so they're coming up good. Those onions are doing good. I put some bone meal out here for those, I think over the weekend or during the rain. Since it was raining, I threw some bone meal out there. And where I planted that squash on the Friday before, so that squash is spreading out. I did put those peppers there because those pepper plants only get like 2 feet tall. So I put those in there because that was a lot of space. And you see it's a lot more flowers on these purple collards now. So I'm just waiting for those to turn brown so I can take them off. And over in this raised bed, I saw some carrot sprouts. I don't know if you guys could see them over there off to the right. There's some carrot sprouts down there. Um, I saw some beets that were coming up because I just threw some seeds down before it rained. And you see my Cherokee purple, how big it's gotten. So it's getting its first flower. But this is not part of GT's competition or challenge because I had already planted that before he started the challenge. So that's my Cherokee purple that's in that grow bag right there. And then the lemon boy, you see how much taller the lemon boy has gotten? The lemon boy has gotten tall. I threw some cucumbers down here. So that's where some of those cucumbers went. That little purple babe over there. The purple, what is it called? Brady's Atomic Grape. That's what that tomato is. So that one has gotten taller. And then the Sun Gold, remember it was really small. So that one is coming on up. And I had some zinnias. Remember the zinnias the seeds that I threw in these cinder blocks. So now they're starting to come up after the rain. So I'm happy about that. Okay, I will definitely let you know about the lemon boy because I've never tried it either. This is my first time growing the lemon boy, Chimama. So I will definitely let you know. Look, I do know about the Sun Gold and the Black Prince. Oh, and I have a bunch. Oh, sorry, y'all. I do have a bunch of volunteer um, Black Prince tomato plants that's coming up right here on the ground next to the to the grow bag. I was like, oh Lord. I said I didn't have to do no cuttings because those jokers are coming up. And there's some in this bed too. I have some beets that are coming up in there, but I see some of those tomato plants coming up. So I said, goodness gracious. And then this bed, the the squash. Those are the, what are golden grillers. Those are coming up. Those peppers that I had in there, they're bushing out and getting taller. So everything is doing pretty good. I don't know about the bay leaf. It's still at that same little height over there. So we'll see how that one does. I'm not quite sure. But that basil mint seems to be a lot happier right here than it was over there. So I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's getting more sunlight right here, but it seems to be doing a lot better. So yeah, the kale. I'm so happy with the kale. This kale is really doing well. So these were the kale plants that I moved over. They're really doing good. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm glad I did move them over and get them out of that container because they were suffering there. So, and then the potatoes. You see the potatoes, I need to add more soil in that one. So those are my little potato plants over there. So everything seems to be doing pretty darn good. The only thing I am really concerned about right now, oh, and the grapevines are starting to put their foliage on. You see that? So they're starting to do their thing. And the baby cakes, blackberry down there at the bottom, they're starting to get their leaves on. That one is actually starting to flower, that one right there. So that's awesome. But the plum, this is the one I'm concerned about. I did a scratch test and it looks like it's still green, but I'm like, where are the leaves? What is it doing? So, yeah, so hopefully it'll start doing something soon. But the cherry is starting to get some leaves on. So you see that one? Look, them couple of little leaves there is starting to put on. It's a lot of new foliage coming on this blood orange. So I'm praying that I get some blood oranges because that's just crazy. I did get some new leaves on the mango, so it did let me know it was okay. Still trying to figure out what's going on with that avocado, but it is putting out new leaves. It just looked kind of crazy, so I don't know, y'all. I guess we'll see. So, hey, Jordan, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Oh, it takes a while for the plum. Okay, thank you for letting me know, because I'm like, what is going on with that plum? So, okay, I won't worry then. I was like, uh-oh, because it was another lady that had a plum and she said she lost hers. You see all the new leaves coming on the guava? So everything is moving except for that plum. I have a bunch of little tiny limes on my little lime tree here. So I'm happy about that guy. And this lime tree is spreading out something crazy. Hey, Easy Home, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm just out here in the garden, that's all. Sharing the stuff that's going on. I picked some strawberries on, I think it was over the weekend. I may have forgotten to drop that little short clip, but I picked some strawberries, and those were some nice big strawberries too. And I do like that the bees have found their way over to this lime tree. I saw the bees over there going to work on that lime tree yesterday, so that made me happy. So it's being pollinated. So if it's bees on that, then I know the bees will go right on over to the peach and the pomegranate and all that because they're next to each other. So I'm just out here watching these little girls run around for a little bit. So for those that don't know, I did get two new chickens. They are not little babies. They are some bigger girls. So they are about 6 months. I don't think the people really knew how old they were. So they're about 6 or 7 months. So I wanted little chicks, but then I started thinking about all the work that went into it last time, and I said, you know what, let me just get some bigger girls and and go that route. So they look healthy and happy. They are indoors. It was a little too chilly for them, especially coming from the feed store that they were at. And at the feed store, they were indoors, of course. And so I didn't want to just throw them out there in 40-degree mornings. So they probably would have been fine. But then I still needed to slowly introduce them to the other girls because these girls can be something else. 5Gs, hello there. How are you? I understand. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I understand. I'm not planning on being on here long. I actually have some bread in the oven, and I still have to go back to the feed store and get something for the new girls. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I appreciate all that came in and stopped by and hanging out and all that. I appreciate you. So I was just making my way through the garden. I'm trying to watch these girls at the same time. Oh, there's the other one. Hope everyone is having a great day. I know Mondays can be something else. So Mondays are tiring. So I had to get out of that sun so my device won't shut down. But yes, it's nice. It's a nice cool day. It's only like 50s, in the 50s. So I have a table that we made with a pallet over there. So yeah, those are banana trees over on the other side. On the other side, those are banana trees. These are actually collard trees. But yeah, over on the other side, those were banana trees. So, oh yes, super relaxing. I love being out here, especially early in the morning before all the dogs come out and start barking and going berserk. I like coming out here early when I can just listen to the birds and it's nice and peaceful. And I'm sure my chickens are happy to be out in the yard, especially while the sun is out. You never know what the weather's gonna be. So, but it's not raining. We had a lot of rain last week and they had to be inside of their run area, like, for 4 days straight. So they're happy to be out in the yard. But yeah, so put this table together and then I will stain it. So it has, still have to put the wheels on it because I want to be able to move it around and be able to move it on the grass or on concrete. So it'll be good for me to be able to pot on and do other things on that table. So that was a good deal. Got that done. There's the other little one. Or big one, I should say. They keep going under my trees. They think they slick. I have to keep getting them out from under my trees because they go over there and start digging, of course. And the funny thing is I had accidentally put some beans in there. So, of course, they messed that up. Let me get them out of there. Here, come out of there. Go. Go back over that way. And you come out this way. Let's go. Little troublemakers. They love being in those bushes. So yeah, it's super peaceful out here. Just hanging out for a little bit. I actually had some bread in the oven, and then once that's done, then I will go to the feed store while it's cooling. But I did learn some things about the eggplants. I was wondering why my Black Beauty wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. You know, I think last year I got a couple of eggplants off of the Black Beauty, but it didn't really thrive like I wanted it to. The Tai Long did. I was putting too much nitrogen on it, so they like more potassium, not nitrogen. And yeah, so I have to lay off that super juice some and maybe you guys' feet are so muddy, right? They are the boss. And I have two younger ones that I got yesterday. And so that's why the other ones are indoors because these girls right here, they can be some bullies. So yeah, I can't put them all together right now. I have to slowly introduce them. So I'll bring them out here later when it gets a little bit warmer. They're kind of big girls though. I dropped a little short clip sharing the little girls, and they're a nice size. They just aren't as big as these girls, so I don't want them to get bullied. Cause these little girls, they get spicy with each other, so I can't put the little ones out there with them. Yeah, after the rain, it's a lot of stuff just moving and grooving out here. It's growing really good. So I am happy. I did plant that strawberry tree, and so it was like the instructions on there. I'm trying to make sure that I follow the instructions correctly so I don't mess it up and kill the darn thing. I hope that it thrives here, but it's so many different things that you can do to it to burn up your plant, and I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to keep it. I have it in the shed, like right where that opening of that window is, so it can get light, but not too much light. So that was part of the instructions. So I'm gonna try to follow it. See, they going back over there to my tree, you guys. Little hardhead selves. So what are you guys up to today, other than work? Hey, Frugal, how are you? How's it going? I saw you doing your run. That was awesome. Oh, your break is over. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much. But yeah, I think I only have maybe less than 15 minutes, and I will be off of here myself. I was just gonna be on here in a half an hour, and I'll maybe come back later on when I have the other girls out